Hey, there you are, Marshall. I didn't do anything. YouTube just ended my stream. OBS was still running. All of a sudden, I got in the studio. It went to just no warning that it wasn't streaming enough data. Nothing. It just you know stream ended. Do you want to edit? That's it. Boom. No warning. Just boom. Stream ended. I'm like, what the hell? I went to OBS. OBS still said recording or streaming. So I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I hope Dana comes back and uh, TC because I wanted to talk to both of them. So I hope they come back. But I'm glad. Why are you up, by the way? I think I have Dana's phone number here on my phone. I was going to text him, but I don't know if I have it or not. Anything going on, dude? I mean, all right? Everything cool? It says there's two people in here, so somebody's lurking. Three. Now there's three. So got a couple of lurkers now. I need my pipe. I'll be your therapist. Where's my pipe at? Hey, Mike's RC, welcome. Always lurking. Yeah, were you in the stream before when it quit? It just shut off on me for no damn reason. I don't know what the hell happened. That was weird. Oh, you were in earlier? Okay. Yeah, we were streaming right up to a couple minutes ago, and then it shut off. So I had to restart everything. So we're back, but it doesn't look the rest of them are coming back. Because I'm sure they got a notification that I went live again. So I don't know what happened. That was weird. That was definitely weird. I've had some weird stuff happen before. That's the first time I've ever had that happen. I mean, it just shut off. I mean, like I hit the end stream button and I didn't. So I don't know what the hell happened. Hey, here comes some more. No, it's just everything's fine. Wind beating on the house kept me up last night. The power not being off. Yeah, the wind's been beating the place tonight. Actually, it had some rain, and then the rain stopped, and then the wind started up. And it's pretty calm now. There's no rain. I don't hear the wind, so it finally calmed down. Yeah, Mike, that's all I fly off of is grass. I don't fly off paved runways. It flies fantastic off grass. I haven't had any issues at all. Michael Lane, welcome, sir. How are you tonight? Or this morning? Yeah, I think guys have got, some of the guys that are flying off grass have the CG wrong. They got too much nose weight in it because I see guys flipping it over, and mine hasn't even come close to flipping over. Um, I haven't even had a prop strike. I mean, it just flies perfect. So I've got it CG'd, where I think it should be, and I must be right on because I mean, it flies beautiful. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, still hanging in there, still playing with toys. God, I really am dumbfounded where that damn battery went. Where the hell did that thing go? Pretty certain it was on this damn table, so that means it's got to be down here somewhere. It must have fallen off. I'll be damned if I can find it, though. Man, that's really weird. I don't know what happened. That's crazy. It sure seems like I moved it, but if I did, I don't know where I moved it to. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, Dave, that's what I did. I don't have the battery up against the firewall. I figured I didn't need that much nose weight, so I had it back about maybe an inch, and I pretty much put my fingers right in the middle of the top wing and CG'd it there, and it seems to be perfect. Yeah, I yelled at you. What size battery are you going to fly it with, Dave? I used a 3600 4S. And that was, 12-minute flight. CG beautiful. Yeah, it was nice. So that's what I started with. Okay. Yeah, make sure you might want to move your battery a little forward. You're a little lighter than me. Just like I said, the middle of the top wing. Try to get the CG right about the middle of the top wing. Um, Honestly, I think because of all that nose weight in that thing, I think you'd have to be way tail heavy before it would respond to it. Where you'd get that herky jerky kind of behavior. I don't think with that much nose weight in it that if you were slightly to tail heaviness, I don't think it would respond to that. I think it's still going to fly right. But that's where I'd start. Yeah. Almost center, maybe just forward of center a little bit on the top wing, and just fly it like that. Oh, I love the Waco, dude. I've been wanting that plane for years, but I wasn't gonna buy another damn airplane with lights that don't have lights. So then when Bobby came out, and said that, you know, they put a whole new light thing in the Waco now and everything, I got really excited. I mean, I got really excited. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta buy that damn thing. I've been wanting that plane forever. And then you came out with your video on the FW190 and how fucked up it was. I was like, okay, time out. I'm not buying that damn Waco if it's gonna be like that, because man, that was a disaster. So then I didn't want the Waco. I'm gonna wait, see what happens. So Dana, you're back. Good man. I was glad you came back. We weren't done talking. So when your kids are with you now, when the ex does let you see them, do you guys talk much? What kind of discussion do you have? Do they ask you questions? You know, well, mommy says this, or mommy said you do that, or whatever. Does any of that come up? Um, you know, how do you handle that? So, did you buy an extra motor to put in it, or did he send you a motor to put in it as a test? Versus, and what motor was it? If it doesn't come with the 800 kV, what was it supposed to have? Okay, so the new one does come with the 800 kV. Okay, so you didn't order a separate motor. Yeah, so I don't really care what it used to come with because I don't have that to compare with. I didn't buy the old one. Um, I definitely wanted the lights to work, and I knew they weren't going to work because that's the way Dynam does it. So I kind of put the stop. I put the brakes on and buying any more Dynam planes until, you know, they did something, and now they've done something. So yeah, I'm all about, you know, I would have no problem getting some more Dynam planes now. So you thinking about getting the plane, Mike? The PT-17? I put one on a Y connector. That's easy enough. But yeah, that's one of those, you know, this is, you know, make sure you tell Jing that, you know, hey, this ain't gonna work. You know, we need an extra, we need a Y connector in the kit. Um, so when the kids are there, Dana, what do you do with them? When was the last time you had them? Yeah, once you ask them for it, right, Dave? I mean, you're missing stuff. You call them up or you send them an email and say, hey, I didn't get this. I need this, whatever. And they send it to you, right? Yeah, that's good advice, Dave. Thanks. Oh, no. Oh, well, oh, so they gave you the Y connector to use on the lights so that you can plug them all in? I only got the one, Dana. They sent me the PT-17. I haven't got any more. Um, yeah, we've talked a bunch about it. I sent him a whole slew of beautiful pictures that I was hoping he was going to put on the web page, but he hasn't done that yet. And I specifically took all these pictures for him to put on the web page. Um, and I did a video you can go watch. It's a like 2-minute video of a photo shoot of all the pictures I took to music. If you haven't seen that, go check that out because you know I took some really good pictures. And when I sent them the pictures, I told them, you know, use these, put them on the web page. You know, take down that picture of the plane with pilots in it because it doesn't come with pilots. So get rid of that and then put all my pictures up. You know, that's why I'm sending them to you. And he hasn't done it yet, so I don't know. Well, no, Mike, you got to tell her, listen, I got to order it now. It's on sale. I don't know how much longer it's going to be on sale, but I want to get it while it's on sale, so I got to order it now. Problem solved. Thank you, Dana. Yeah, obviously Air Marshal didn't watch my video, or he wouldn't have put the flying wires in the wrong place. Yeah, but then he actually has to send her the flowers. It'd be a negative influence. Oh, thank you. So my video is a negative influence on. Well, after you wrote your show and did your thing, you could watch mine as a comparison. You know, I watch all the other people's shows. That's how I found out that the guy that does the RC video reviews copied my show because he put the yellow shrink wrap on the upper uh, struts just like I did, and his show came out 2 days after mine. So, gee, I wonder where he got that idea. Yeah, I really haven't had any issues with the Dynam planes flying. They fly good. But yeah, a challenge to build. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that. That's probably the best way to say it. Yeah, it was a challenge. Yeah, but see, now you have to admit that the shrink wrap idea was a good idea. See? Yeah. It's yellow. It matches the airplane. It. Yeah, the PT-17 did go together pretty easy. I had that issue with the upper wing. They didn't put the things in far enough, but I just cut them out and glued it together. But yeah, it did go. Other than that, it went together great. Um, so yeah, I was pretty impressed. I really was. It looks good. It's a good looking bird, and it flies really good. Really, other people have done the shrink wrap thing. Man, I've never seen that done. And I watch a lot of videos. I hadn't seen anybody use that. I thought it was a pretty good idea. Um, I wish I could have found a one piece shrink wrap. I had to use two pieces and put one inside the other and have they overlap slightly. But yeah, I didn't have one piece long enough to go all the way up, so I had to do it in two pieces. Yeah, I bought this. AutoZone had this shrink wrap pack. It's a pretty good deal too. It was a hundred pieces of shrink wrap. I think it was $14. I think something like that. But yeah, it had these red, blue, and yellow. The yellow were the biggest ones, and they were just the right size to go over the struts and then shrink up. The only bad thing is it had this little bit of black writing on it, but I put the black writing to the inside. But yeah, this worked out great. Say, so Dave, on your videos, do you get a lot of people contacting you for advice? After they've watched your video and they have questions. you get a bunch of emails or comments that they have questions and they want you to answer them? Yeah, I still have to clear coat mine. I haven't done that yet. I should have done it before I put it together, but I was kind of in a hurry, and I wasn't positive I was gonna clear it, so I kind of held off. Oh, that's hilarious, Dave. Hey, Scale RC, what's up? Good to see you, man. Yeah, see there you go. Yeah. So you do a lot of Typhoon stuff? That's a pretty cool copter for sure. Doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah. My YouTube cut my stream off tonight for some reason about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. So I started back, well, how long have I been? Yeah, 29 minutes ago. So yeah. Yeah, just right in the middle of it, just pulled the plug on me. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, see, they have my email address and everything in my video, so that if they want to contact me, they can. I had a guy contact me about the Dynamo plane to tell me how helpful it was. He was so glad I did the video, and he had a couple questions, and yeah, so he was shocked when I gave him my phone number to call me, and we were chatting. I was telling him all things, how to do this and how to do that and stuff. He had questions, and then um, and he asked me if I, worked for Dynamo. I said no, I'm not even a. I'm trying to get some kind of gig with them, but yeah, I'm not even a influencer for him yet. And he says, "You're kidding," and you're on the phone answering questions like me from me, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I do." Well, that's fine. That's what I'm here for, Dana. That's why I do this. I love the hobby and I love sharing. So, I have no problem. If they want to talk to me, they're welcome to call me. Yeah, that's true, Dave. Um, and I want the yellow Waco as well. I didn't really want the red one. I mean, if that's what he wanted to send me, I'd take it. But if I had a choice, if I'm buying it and I have a choice, I'm going to buy the yellow one. Just it's not on sale right now, and I have bigger fish to fry right now. I definitely want to get that. I really didn't notice this big bungee cord on here before. What the hell is this about? I wonder what the hell that's supposed to be on. Is this supposed to hook? No, I don't think it's supposed to. No, it's definitely not supposed to. Yeah, I wonder what this damn band's for. Huh. It's interesting. Oh, you did want the red one? What did you just tell him that he wanted to send you one and he just sent you the yellow one because that's the one he wanted to send you? Or. Oh, that's the only one that had the V2 and it's the yellow. Really? So if you buy a red one, you're getting the version 1? Oh, that sucks. Oh, those poor people that are buying V1s are getting fucked. Oh, jeez. uh, oh, my God. That's going to suck. See, this is the kind of stuff I was telling Jen. I said, you got to stop, like the pilots in there. I mean, false advertising. It doesn't come with pilots. How can you put pilots in the plane on the box if it doesn't come with pilots? I mean, you can't do that. Yeah, Diana, they're looking at Jing is just the U.S. importer, supplier, rep, whatever. Um, he sends all the information back to Dynam in China, and they review it. So they're watching our videos, mine, Dave's, RC video reviews, Rich Baker, and they're watching all of those, and they're going to decide, who they're going to go with, and they're still reviewing all of our stuff. So, I'm still talking with him. He hasn't decided to send me another plane yet. Maybe he didn't like my stuff. I don't know. I thought it did a pretty good job. I really liked my stuff, but maybe it's not what they want. I know the guy that called me sent a message to Jing about how helpful I was when he had questions, and that I gave my phone number and talked to him on the phone, and so I know he gave me a bunch of positive feedback to him. So, but I mean, Lee Davison's hangar got planes. Dave's RC got planes. I mean, there's a shitload of us right now competing for the spots that they're going to give over. So who knows who they're going to go with? Well, thank you, Dana. I like what I did. I think I did a good job. Did you ask for all the planes, Dave, or did they just contact you and say, I want to send you another airplane? I have both the 1700 millimeter P47 and the 1400 millimeter P47 from FMS. I have them both. They don't make the 1400 anymore. They make a 1500 now. But I have their old 1400 and I have their 1700. How did you know the bugs keep landing in my damn Mountain Dew? Damn it. So how did you know it was biplane month? Oh wow. Because that's funny. When he talked to me, he actually asked me if he could send me the PT-17. So he wanted me to do the PT-17. So I said, sure, send it. So oh, it's no pressure for me, Mike. I just tell it like it is. I don't candy coat it. I don't get obnoxious about it, but I point out all the faults that the plane has. Because the first thing is I want to make sure my viewers are getting a fair assessment of the airplane. Second, I want Dynam to see what's wrong, what they need to fix, because Jing told me that they are working hard at fixing all the problems. That he said that improvements will never end. He said, because we're going to continue to update and refine our planes. He says it's never gonna we're never gonna be finished, is what he told me. So now I don't know that I believe that yet. Not after seeing a couple of the things that Dave's gotten that were like the P his FW190 was the biggest piece of crap. I mean, that thing was everything was wrong with that airplane. So yeah, we've all pretty much pointed out that the decals suck. I think everybody has said that. Um, Actually, RC video reviews didn't say they sucked. Um, he just kind of glanced. Oh, you have 5 pictures here, and you know, color picture, and that was pretty much it. He didn't say anything negative or positive. He just said it's got 5 pictures. You know, the instructions are worthless. They've always been worthless. On every Dynam plane I have, the instructions are completely worthless, unusable. You know, broken, horrible broken English, if there's anything to read at all, and then the rest of it's just crappy pictures, and yeah, absolutely useless. Did you put a gyro in that FW190, Dave, or are you flying it without the gyro? Oh yeah, the pictures they used is for their 5 pictures were their instruction manual. That's it, and that's a total joke. That's ridiculous. Um, really, Dave, the Waco and the FW190 had more instructions than the one sheet that we got with the PT-17? Yeah, Hobby King doesn't even give you instructions. They make you look them up. You have to go to the file page on the web page to download the instructions. You know, they don't even supply them. You know, they just put them up on the web page, and you know, hopefully you can figure out how to find them. You mean right before the 637 came out? Hey, I'm just warming your show up for you, buddy. We'll see you in a couple hours. You must have had a good night. You haven't been up to pee until now? Man, that's good. That's funny. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's probably going through withdrawal right now. you better, you better, you better give him a call. Oh, he seemed all right last night. He was making some jokes. He was having a good time. Hey, have you asked for a Dynam hat yet from Jing? Did you, get a shirt or anything? Damn, you're a popular guy. Holy crap. Yeah, exactly. Um, Bitco made a helicopter? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't notice that they had done drones and helicopters. Wow. That's interesting. I would, I might have tried a drone from them, but I would have never bought a helicopter from them. Not a chance in hell. Yeah, that would have never happened. Hey, Dave, you should. They have a trade-in policy at Bitco. You could trade your IX12 in for a Bitco radio. Yeah. So judging by the look on your face, I guess I guess you're not going to fly with that radio. I think I want to get the SU-26, honestly. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the pits. That's not bad looking. And it's yellow again. Yeah, I'm in contact with them. I just sent them a message the other day. Um, I went on YouTube and kind of researched all the planes that they're not getting much action on, and made some suggestions that maybe it's time to do an update on a few of the older planes that nobody's ever really done any real reviewing on. So the like their de Havilland Beaver was a direct competition plane to the Fly Zone de Havilland Beaver, and Fly Zone's out of business. Um, so perfect opportunity now to reintroduce their float plane to Havilland Beaver, and get some new action on it. So $330 I sent him, Dave. I didn't know if there was any tax or anything he had to pay, so I sent him $330. You gotta want to see, Dana. What plane should I ask him for? What do you want to see? You're gonna fly it. What plane you gonna put? What plane are you gonna trust with that thing? Oh, you want a Catalina? Yeah, I do too, man. I've wanted that plane for a long time. I really want a PBY. Okay, Dave, that's fine. I didn't know if you were gonna send it to Eric and he was gonna send it to me, or you were just gonna send it to me direct. That's cool. Whatever. Whatever. I wasn't worried about it. Yeah. I wanted to. I definitely wanted to take care of him. I didn't want to miss out on that. It's a good airplane, and so you're gonna fly the PT-17 with it? Oh, Dave, don't do that. Oh God, no! Don't do. If that thing crashes from that radio, you'll be heartbroken. Fly your FW 190 with it. That's got the wrong colored lights on the wingtips and shit. Because if you break it, you can just tell Jing, you know what? I'm tired of these lights being wrong. Send me another airplane. Because he offered to send you all the pieces you need to make it right anyway. So just tell him to send you another one. Go crash that bastard, and then get it right this time. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the C-47. Yeah, you didn't even want that plane, so that's a good one to put in. Don't put it in the PT-17. That's a good airplane. You want to throw that one away. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so happy with the PT-17. I really like it. It flies beautiful. It lands beautiful. It flies beautiful. It's just a good airplane. I really like it. It's just really happy with that plane. It I was kind of surprised. I didn't think it'd be as good as that. It really does fly nice, and it's pretty. I especially love the fly wires. Even when they're in the wrong place, they still look good. do too. Those wires just add so much to the look of the plane. I think that is so cool that it has those flying wires in there. That's cool as shit. So yeah, I really like it. I was just gonna say, Dana, thought you were a German plane guy. Why do you want a Catalina? You gonna put German markings all over it just to make it a German plane? It was a captured PBY. Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel the same way about that. Putting an 8-channel receiver in a 4-channel plane that's not expandable. You're never going to need more than the 4 channels in that plane. You know, there's nothing to add. So, yeah, you know, that would suck. Have you played with that receiver at all? Did you get the gyro working the right way for whatever you were trying to set up? Um, okay, that's cool. I just got another radio. I got the new, I think it's called the Tyrannus Plus Lite, I believe. It's 10 channel. Um, I think it's 10 channel, maybe 12. And it's the new Axis, not the accent that we have in the older radio, but the new Axis uh, protocol. So if they're not going to support the old um, if they're not going to keep supporting the old protocol, I'll be able to use the new protocol with that radio. So, right, exactly. I mean, it's a. I know you hate doing it, but yeah, for the price difference, it's not worth it. I bought the last X8Rs that um, A Main Hobby had. I bought everything they had, and then I filled in with some sixes also. But I bought all the eights they had, and they haven't gotten them back in. So I don't know if they're still going to support the old protocol. Now, your Radio Master, does it do both the accent and the access protocols, Dave? Does it do both, or just the old, or just the new for that matter? Dana, have you had an issue with a radio that didn't have good range? Yeah, yeah. So the new radio I got, it was I couldn't pass it up. The guy bought a flying wing with the radio complete, a turnkey package, and they couldn't set it up. So I set it up, got it all set up for the elevons, excuse me, and everything, but we couldn't get the speed control to activate. It wouldn't. It might be one of those speed controls that has to have that certain protocol to work with their radio or whatever. But we couldn't make the speed control work. The output was, the transmitter was showing it was outputting the signal, but the receiver wouldn't do anything with it. So, and we tried a different, I don't know, we didn't either. I was going to say we tried a different speed control, but no, we didn't. Maybe the speed control, well, no, actually, he said that he bought a Spectrum radio and put it in it, and it worked. So he sold me the radio for $50, the brand new transmitter, and it's Access. So, well, no, because you'd have to unplug the throttle to do that, and then you don't have any power to the receiver. So, you know, I see what you're saying, but, you know, the radio was showing an output, so everything is working. I can't imagine that it really wasn't outputting anything if it's showing in the meter, you know, the meter screen that it is outputting. Yeah, it might have been that. Yeah, no back. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. But, yeah. So they gave up on the free sky and went to Spectrum like everybody else does. Because they think... The only radio I've ever lost range on the radio before I lost sight of the airplane was Spectrum. I've never... my Futaba, my Tranus... what else? Nothing. You know, even the toy grade stuff I've bought. I've never lost range before I lost sight of it. But I did lose range on my Spectrum before I lost sight of it. You know, the quick over the head got it back. And I got it turned around. And then I was fine because it was coming back at me. So even if I lost it again, I was going to get it back eventually because it was flying right at me. But yeah, my Spectrum's the only one that's ever done that. My real Spectrum, too, the DX6i, not my module. Well, the module is real Spectrum, but it's DSM-2, not DSM-X. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but... yeah, no, it's... You guys are hilarious with that stuff. It didn't lose the radio in the T-33. I had, you know, telemetry right till it hit the ground. So I didn't lose the radio. The radio was fine. You know, something in the plane quit. And the Avanti just shut off. It shut the power off to the receiver because while I was sitting there doing loops, and I'm standing there doing this with the radio, and the contest director / president, Jerry, is standing right here because he's my spotter and my timer, sees me trying to control the thing and it's doing absolutely nothing. And you know, I already knew it shut the radio off, the receiver, because as soon as I hit the gear switch, I got telemetry lost. First it says RSSI signal low, telemetry lost, and that's it. The radio was, you know, in the plane was off. So whatever the Beck did in there to shut the radio down, it just shut the radio down. But it kept the power going because the engine was, you know, the motor was still running. You know, it had enough power to keep doing loops. It wasn't full throttle, but it was, you know, half, 3/4 throttle. It was, and it kept doing loops. You know. So yeah, if I wish Boozer would send me the video. It's all on video. He's got the video. So I wish the hell he would send it to me so I could put it up so you guys could see it. It's pretty funny, actually. Um, so yeah, the T-33 just stopped. You know, the servo stopped moving, but the radio was still. I still had the radio. When it hit the ground, I got the RSSI low telemetry loss because the battery ejected out of the airplane and was like 20 yards that way. And it not very good. I mean, there was shit everywhere out there. Man, that was the biggest. That was the hardest hit I've ever experienced. The blast zone, for lack of a better word, was so big. I mean, there were parts so far away from each other. I mean, literally, the receiver was over there, and about, I don't know, 10 yards that way was the receiver case. So the plastic case blew off the receiver, and the receiver was over there, and the case was over there. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was huge. Yeah, so anyway. No, I haven't heard a word from them, Dave. Nothing. They haven't contacted me. They haven't sent me anything. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know, I didn't want to step on your feet or anything. I don't know what you got going on with them, but no, I haven't heard a word. They haven't sent me anything, you know, that it's on the way or, you know, nothing or, you know, nothing. I haven't heard from them. I heard from them about the crappy wings that I bought from them that they wanted me to pay full price for, and so yeah, Motion's definitely lost their mind. Right, exactly, Dave. It had enough power to get all the way to the scene of the accident. You know, we weren't that far away from it. I mean, literally, we were 100 feet is all the farther away it got. You know, it was, you know, the parking lot, I mean, was right there. Yeah, the plane crashed into the cars maybe 150 feet, maybe, away. That's how close it was. I mean, we were, you know. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, so just a quick story here. When I first started buying from Motion 6 years ago, their customer service was unbelievable. I mean, I had a couple, you know, and I haven't had any service calls with them hardly at all. You know, out of the $6,300 I spent with them, and the dozen and a half airplanes I've bought from them, you know, I've had like 3 warranty issues over piddly crap. So, and the service was unbelievable. The first one was my Dynam airplane I bought from them, my FW190, and the speed control would not connect. George, welcome back. Yeah, well, kinda. They shut me off, and I had to restart it. I don't know why they shut me off, but you know, all of a sudden YouTube it just said its stream ended, and I had to start it back up. But yeah, we're still going. So the speed control didn't work. It would randomly come live, but when it did, it was glitchy, and then it wouldn't come live. You know, you plug everything in, and it would just sit there beeping at you and do nothing. It wouldn't. And then all of a sudden, you know, like one time I just left it go, and about 5 or 10 minutes later, I heard it finally energize. And I checked all the wires for loose wires. I checked everything I could check. And I tried a different speed control, and it worked fine. So I figured it's got to be the speed control. It's got to be the BEC in the speed control. So I sent him an email, and I told him exactly all the procedures I went through and everything. And, you know, this is what I think it is because I can't figure out what else it could be. And so that same day at 8 o'clock at night, I got a phone call and an email from Motion RC. We're really sorry about you're having a problem with the plane. We're very sorry. We're out of stock of that speed control right now, but we're not going to make you wait because, we want to take care of our customers. So, it's a 40 amp speed control and we're out of stock, but we have a 50 amp speed control, which should be better anyway. So we're sending you the 50 amp speed control. It's already in the mail. We just wanted to call and let you know. And, thanks for being a Motion RC customer. And I was at work at Disney, so I couldn't answer the phone. So when I got off work, I got the message and the email, and I was like, now that's customer service. Holy shit. And 8 o'clock at night. So the second one was I bought a spinner for my FMS Mustang. And on I balanced it, I put it all together, I balanced it the whole bit. And I put it on the plane and it took off, and I wasn't in the air a minute and a half at the most. Went full throttle to do a vertical climb, and the spinner split right down the middle. So the two blades that were on the split went like that, and then the two halves with the other blades still bolted to it went like that, and I had a glider. So I landed, and I just said same thing. Sent him an email. Hey, my new FMS spinner just shattered, and on the maiden flight of it, no prop strike. As a matter of fact, the props never struck the ground. I've got all 4 blades in my hands here, and none of them have any grass marks on them. They've never hit the ground. I don't know what happened. No problem. They sent me another. Same thing. Just immediately, no questions, no pictures, no forms to fill out. They just sent me another spinner. So, that was the kind of service I used to get. So I bought 2 brand new wings for a plane that it's been down for a couple of years now, for my Mustang, the Old Crow 1400 Mustang. And they came in beat the hell. There's compression marks, puncture marks from the one wing punching the other one. They're just all screwed up. They're horrible looking. So I sent them pictures, circling all the damage on all the wings and everything, and said, listen, I need to replace these wings. These are horrible. Please send me the new wings. I'll put these in the box and send them back. I get an email from them. No name, no hello, Mr. Kenny, none of that, nothing. Just a cut and paste form letter that we do not warranty compression, puncture, cosmetic damages to our foam airplanes because it will not affect the flight. So we do not warranty. And then no signature at the bottom who sent it to me. Whatever customer representative it was didn't sign it. So it was just a cut and paste email of their warranty policies. That's how they treat you now. So that's old Motion to new Motion. The new Motion sucks. So I sent him. I replied to that email. I said, I want a call from the owners of the company, not a supervisor. The owners. That woke them up. So now they want to do something. Now, because I don't know if the owners know what's going on. I kind of think they don't. I think whoever's actually running the show there now is not the owners. They've entrusted somebody else, and the new person sucks. Because it's night and day difference from the service we used to get and the service we're getting now. So, but anyway. Yeah, exactly. Split right down the middle. It was amazing, too, because the split was, dead center through the middle of the propeller, the bolt-on blades, and it just ripped the screws out of it. The 2 blades went that way, and then the other halves, the blades were still bolted on perfect, went the other way. It took forever to find them. The one blade it went pretty far, because it took me forever to find it. Um, but yeah, it was weird. What? Her pussy hurts. Oh yeah, that would scare the hell out of you. Now, was it just a spinner over a one piece propeller, or are the blades bolted to the spinner like FMS does? Not really a fan of that. Actually, after that happened, I switched over to a three bladed prop on that particular Mustang because it's the an A model. You know, it has the Allison motor in it, so those Mustangs had three bladed props on it. So I bought a Master Air Screw three bladed prop and put it on there, and a chrome spinner, which looks really cool. That came out really good. I really like it. It flies great with that. So, but I have three more of those Mustangs now that all have the four blade bolted to the spinner, and I haven't had an issue with any of those. So I don't know if it was just the blue spinners that was the problem, because these aren't blue; they're red. The one's red. What color's the other one? Well, the one's got, it's green and yellow. The other one, let me think a minute. Forget one of them. What the hell's the other one got? So I got the Gunfighter, the Red Tail, the Dallas Starling. Oh, it's red also. Shangri-La. Yeah, it's red too. So yeah, so the red ones, the yellow, the red, the green and yellow, the yeah, I haven't any problem with those. Just the blue one. I don't know if the color has anything to do with it. Yeah, I've heard good things about the True Turns, but they're really expensive, aren't they? I mean, those are like really pricey propellers. See that's what's supposed to happen. So the new motion is like the old Hobby King. You know, it was always an excuse. Literally, Hobby King. They were supposed. I got bought an airplane from them that was supposed to come with interior seats, and there were no seats in the box. And when I called them up and told them that, they deleted the picture on the airplane. Uh, they deleted the picture that had the seats in it and denied that the seats came with the plane. I mean, Is that childish or what? I mean, seriously? You deleted the film? Listen, I have the pictures saved. I can send them back to you if you want to put them back on the website. I have the pictures saved. You're not going to bullshit me and tell me that it didn't come with the seats. I've got the pictures. So, I couldn't believe they did that. I mean, they're just childish at Hobby King. I mean, so they finally fessed up to that and said that they'd send me the seats, and they never did. And a year and a half later, the company's out of business, so we're going to give you a $20 credit. $20 credit for seats? Okay, fine. Where am I buying my seats for $20? Where do I go? Well, we're sorry, but we can't do anything about it. Oh, okay, great. All right. And then they wanted to give me a store credit. And I said, oh, no. No, you're going to give me my $20 back because I have to go somewhere else to buy my seats. So, no, I'm not taking a $20 credit. You're going to send me my $20 back. Oh, my God. The stories I could tell you about Hobby King. Oh, my God. They were unbelievable. I couldn't believe they actually stooped to delete the picture off the webpage. Oh, my God. That just blew my mind. That was hilarious. Oh, God, I can't wait to hear what happened next. You sent your drone up, huh? And? Oh, you have an airport within 5 miles. Okay. Drum roll, please. Hey, 2E, what's up, buddy? Oh, I'm guessing this was a ready-to-fly drone package. So it came with its own radio. I'm betting. Hey, TNOC, what's up, man? Well, YouTube cut me off. We had to restart it. For some reason, they just shut it down all of a sudden. Boom. It said, stream ended. I'm like, what? So I had to restart it. But, yeah, we're still going. Oh, wow, okay. So did you get a good look at your roof? Everything was okay? Yeah, that's actually kind of why I bought this drone. It was to do a search and rescue. One of the guys lost his airplane out at the field. He can't find it. And I think I can find it if I have a drone. I can hover over the area where I think it went down. Yeah, Dave, make sure you use my name. Oh no, not this guy. You know, the whiny guy that cries about dented foam and broken propellers. Oh no, where he's calling us. Oh no. Yeah, exactly, Dana. Isn't that sweet? I mean, literally, you can fly everything off that radio. That's an awesome radio. Do they get tired of hearing from you, John? Yeah, that's true, right? So I have a question for both you, Air Marshal and John. When you guys called the tower to get clearance to fly, did they ask for your FAA number? And do you guys have an FAA number? Hey, Rich. Good morning. No, we're nowhere near the record. This isn't even close. The record's 12 hours. We were actually on for 14, but YouTube truncated 2 off because there was nobody talking. But Air Marshal and Mickey are responsible for that. Those two just kept going. I had to go to bed. I couldn't stay up any longer. But those two kept talking for another 2 hours. So yeah, the record's right now at 12 hours and 6 minutes, I think, or something like that. So yeah, we got quite a ways to go for that. Tower didn't ask for shit. Yes, that's what I figured. The money grab to get everybody to get an N number and sign up, and nobody, not even the tower, gives a shit. If anybody was going to care about that number, it was going to be the tower, and they don't even give a shit. So that's hilarious. That's so funny. I'm sure glad the FAA's taking all of our money for N numbers that are absolutely useless. So Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, Dana, I fly OpenTX. Yep, that's what's in my Tyrannuses. All three of them now. Even the new one is OpenTX. Yeah, Call to the Towers Anonymous. Well, if you don't have to give them the N number, it almost is. No, Dana, he's going to tell him he's Kenny. No, Dave, but depending on how many miles you have to rebind, it's going to be a pain in the butt, you know? How would you like to have 60 models in your radio and have to rebind every one of them with the new trainer setup? That would suck. Yeah, oh, well, don't worry, Dana. He already had that idea. Dave's usually 3 steps ahead of me. Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'm only using one right now. Depends on the level of training we're doing. If it's a new pilot, one. If it's somebody that's got reasonable experience, I'll pretty much let them fly anything. Not probably not a jet, but anything else. Um, but if they're green, then yeah, I only have one plane that I have set up as a trainer. Uh, Farmer Man, what's up? Yeah, get them eggs and bacon going. I was reading the chat. That's what I had missed some funny stuff up here, so I backed up for a minute to catch up. Palahusik? What? Yeah, I don't know how to spell that. All right, Mike, if you're still here, have a good night. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's a good morning. No, Dana, I use the Free Sky receivers. That's all I use. No, nothing aftermarket. Um, they're too cheap. There's no reason to go aftermarket. They're only like $26 and $30, I think, for an $30 for an 8-channel receiver. You know, and if there's no reason to go aftermarket, and this stuff's affordable. That's why I went with it. You know, I did a lot of research before I switched. I wanted to make sure I was getting the best bang for the buck that I could get. So, yeah, that's what I did. I just researched it for 4 months, and then I finally made a decision what was the right radio for me. That was almost 7 years ago, and I'm not regretting it one bit. I love my radio. You know, the receivers are great. They're cheap. They have telemetry built into them. So, unless I choose not to, for some reason, I always have battery telemetry in the plane. Always. So, I always know exactly when it's time to land. Because she talks to me and tells me, you should really think about landing. And then if I don't land, yeah. Well, first she says it's time for you to land. And if I don't land within like a minute or two of that, I get a second call that says you should really think about landing. You know, and then but if I get it to that far, then I land. You know, that's kind of my last warning I get. If I don't land after she says I should really think about landing, I'm going to crash. You know, and that never happens because I don't push it that far. But well, I had to the day the landing on the Viper when the nose gear wouldn't come down, but normally I don't. I don't push it past that. And those are all well safe voltages. I mean that still keeps the pack above 3.6 resting voltage. So, which is way safe. I mean, they say you can go all the way down to 3 volts, and you haven't damaged the battery. So I'm way above that. So, Jeff in Lower Alabama, yes sir. Well, we had a hiccup in the middle. I had to restart the stream, but about 2 hours ago. But yeah, we're still going. There, it's just YouTube shut it off for some reason. I don't know why, and then I had to restart it. But yeah, we're still going. Yeah. Yeah, the Amber package. You know, the Amber package is hilarious. Yeah, she says all kinds of funny shit. I mean, and I guess they've updated it too. I think there's even the Amber package I have is pretty old. I think there's a newer one that has even more funny shit in it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. She does one where she says, "You're fucked." So we usually that's when a command in the radio, you know, that you like should never do. You know, if you're pushing the sticks like that, then you're fucked, and that's what guys set it up for. So if you ever, you know, have to bang the sticks that way, then she'll come on and say you're fucked. So, but other than that, you know, she giggles. You know, so if I'm doing an aileron roll, you know, full born all the way over aileron roll, I'll have her giggle. Um, Trying to think of some of the other funny stuff she says. She's hilarious. Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. um, was it meant to do that? um, Please don't talk to me. I'm busy. um, let's see. What else does she say? Oh, not that one. Oh, yeah, that one. Do it again. And then if you hit that switch one more time. And then she does a little advertisement for 3D Hobby Shop. She says, 3D Hobby Shop, fly the best. So, which I believe her husband works at 3D Hobby Shop. So I think that's where that one came from. You're at Tim Hortons? Oh, really? Yeah, that's the Dunkin' Donuts of Canada. Tim Hortons. That computer's doing weird shit again. I'm holding the transmitter too low. Yeah, there's a good one. Yeah, my pussy hurts right now. I can't give you any telemetry. I'm surprised she didn't say something like, Say please. You hit the gear up switch and she says, say please. Can you fly iBus? Are you talking about S-Bus? You need you need some kind of flight controller, Jeff. I'm sorry, Dana. You have to be able to send a I guess it would be considered a PWM signal from the receiver to the flight controller, and then plug all the servos into the flight controller. So there's only one single wire going to the flight controller, and then the flight controller distributes the signal to all the different servos. It's kind of like I have something like that in here. This has got this tiny little receiver in here, and it's tiny. And there's only one wire coming out of here that goes from here to the flight controller, and then the flight controller, all the individual motor wires which would be the servos, goes into the flight controller, and so that's how you fly it on a single wire. You still have to be able to plug the servos into something. So if you're not plugging them into the receiver, you got to plug them into a flight controller of some kind and then you send the signals from the radio to the one wire to the controller, from the receiver to the controller. Thank you, Jeff. You too, man. Fly safe. It's too cold out here on the porch. All right, TNRC. We'll see you later, man. I think we're gonna call it, guys. I'm actually not tired, but I think we should probably. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, Dana. It's just everybody wants to fly the one wire idea, but they never think about. Well, you still have to plug the servos into something. You gotta. They're just not gonna, through osmosis, control the airplane. You got to plug them into something. So if you're not going to plug them into the receiver, which is the problem with that receiver in there, is A, it doesn't have enough channels to fly like an airplane. I mean, you can fly as many channels off of that as you want. You're just using the receiver as your communication port, and you send the one signal wire over to the flight controller, and then the flight controller, you program all the different commands, and the flight controller knows what to do with it. So you have so like the Aura from Flex, same thing, a flight controller. You can use the S bus to do that. So yeah, it's most planes don't use it though. I mean, most planes don't have a flight controller in them, because they, for, various reasons. They just servos directly to the receiver. But if you've got these little tiny receivers, the plugs on there also, they don't have, there's only one plug that's a standard servo plug. The rest of them are these micro servo plugs that, I don't even know where you buy servos with those kind of plugs on them. So that receiver can't be used with those. Well, it can be if you can find the wires, the servos with that plug on it. And I'm sure they're out there. I've just never looked for them. Now, these are actually 4-channel a full functional 4-channel receiver. But the other ones I have that are not, they're only 3-channel receivers that you can program, I think, up to 6 or 8 channels into it. But it only has ports for 3 servos. So if you're flying anything more than 3 servos, you have to use it as PPM or the S bus, because you have more controls than that. It'll only do 3. So if you're flying like a glider that only has rudder, elevator, and throttle, well, then you can use it just straight the way it is. But if you want to use it on a 6-channel airplane, then you have to go S-bus, so that you can control the other 3 channels through the single wire. Well, good morning there, Sawyer. Yeah, see, you made it into the stream this time, because we're still going. All right, FARMERMAN, I'll take a look at that later. What about the FMS for fall? You know, I wish we'd get more information on that damn thing. You know, I'm still trying to figure out how big it is. I haven't gotten any specs on it, like wingspan or any of that. It looks pretty good, though. Oh, you didn't miss it. We're still going. So, yeah, you're here. Thank you, Sawyer. That's the only new one they're coming out with right now, isn't it? They haven't released anything else. I mean, I know the Corsair's new, but they've already put the price out and all that in the pre-order. But we haven't heard anything about the Rafale. Well, yeah, George, but the hub is basically taking the place of the flight controller. You know, it gives you a place to plug the servos into, and the chip inside the hub is distributing where the signal goes to operate everything. But it doesn't have anything else. It doesn't have any controls in it. It's just a hub. So, but yeah, I've never used one of those either, honestly. Um, all right, Sawyer, man, have a good day. Study hard. Nah, you're not missing anything. I'm going to shut this down pretty quick anyway. I want to go watch some television. I got some videos that I want to go see that you guys put up. Yeah, Farmer Man, I'll check it out. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I think I'm going to go. Thanks, guys. Hey, this was a fun night. Dana, you got to see a bunch of RC cars, and there's plenty more to see besides that. I'll bring some more out next week. Um, thanks, guys. My my anniversary show was a hoot for sure. Yeah, is my orange drift car the whatever the hell the thing is, Hans's car, is that a Jada? I don't remember. That's the only. thank you, man. Appreciate that. Have you been in here before? I don't know how to pronounce that. Arguridin? Man, you got me on that one. I'm sorry. I do not. Give me a phonetic spelling of that so we know how to say that. I don't know how to say that, but thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's 1 year. No, haven't missed a Thursday night in a whole year, so. Crash and burn. Yeah, I sure did. Thank you, George. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I sure did. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, Jesus, I'm really screwing that up. Yeah, argued in. I get it now. That's funny. That's a good one. I hadn't seen that name before. Have you been here before, lurking? Is this your first time in? Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time at the show. Well, how long you been here? You been here long, or you been here all night? Thank you, George. Yeah, we got a pretty good group here, don't we? These guys are awesome. Thank you, Dana. Yeah, we usually go all night, but not usually quite this late. This was another. I mean, I have had shows this late, but not. This isn't the norm. Usually about 2:30, 3 o'clock ish, maybe 4 o'clock ish. We shut it down, but um, we've been having too much fun tonight. So yeah, we just kept it going. So, but I'm gonna shut it down now because I want to go watch some television. Maybe have some breakfast. You know, Farmer Man with his Tim Hortons has got me hungry now. So I'm gonna go get my own version of Tim Hortons. So, but hey, thanks for stopping by. You know, welcome. Catch me next Thursday. If you're not doing anything tonight, uh, 9 o'clock, Dave's RC's on tonight. So look for that show at 9 o'clock. We usually have a good time in there too. He's a hoot. So yeah, if you're not doing anything tonight at 9 o'clock, jump back in. You'll find him. Just look for the live streams. You'll find it. Dave's RC. If you know Dave apostrophe S, Dave's RC. That's how you find it. He starts at 9 o'clock. Yeah, or Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah. Thanks, Owen. All right, guys. You have a good night. I'm going to get out of here. Take care. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it.